The average millionaire in America drives a used Toyota. The average person living paycheck to paycheck has a car payment they can't afford. Nobody talks about this, but rich people aren't rich because they make more money. They're rich because they follow fewer rules, and stricter ones. Here are 10 minimalist money rules the wealthy actually live by, and why almost nobody else does. Here's something most people get backwards. They think being rich is about having a high income. It's not. Some of the highest earners in this country are also the most broke, trapped in $8,000 a month lifestyles with nothing left over. Meanwhile, plenty of quiet millionaires next door are living on a fraction of that. The difference isn't the paycheck. It's the rules. Rich people, especially the self-made ones, tend to run their finances like a minimalist runs their closet. Fewer things, better things, and zero emotional attachment to stuff that doesn't serve them. Let's break down the 10 rules, and stick around, because rule number 6 is the one that trips up almost everyone, even people making 6 figures. Rule 1. Buy assets, not liabilities. Before spending money, wealthy people ask one simple question. Does this make me money, or does this cost me money over time? A new truck loses value the second it leaves the lot. A rental property, a stock portfolio, a small business, those can pay you. The habit isn't about being cheap, it's about being intentional. Every dollar either buys freedom or buys a monthly payment. Rich people are ruthless about which one they choose. Rule 2. Pay yourself first. The order of operations matters more than the amount. Most people get paid, pay bills, spend on life, and save whatever's left, which is usually nothing. Wealthy people flip that. The moment money comes in, a fixed percentage moves into savings or investments automatically before a single bill gets touched. Whatever's left is what they're allowed to live on. It sounds simple. It's also the single most repeated habit in nearly every "How I Built Wealth" story you'll ever hear. Rule 3. Fewer, better things. Buy less, but buy better. This is the actual minimalist part. A $300 pair of boots that lasts 10 years is cheaper than 5 $60 pairs that fall apart in a year. Rich people aren't necessarily thrifty. They just calculate cost per use, not cost at checkout. Fewer purchases, fewer decisions, less stuff to manage. That's minimalism doing double duty as a wealth strategy. Rule 4. No lifestyle inflation. When the income goes up, the lifestyle doesn't. This is the quiet killer of most people's finances. You get a raise, you get a nicer apartment, a nicer car, more takeout. Income goes up, but so does spending, and the gap between the two, which is the only thing that actually builds wealth, never grows. Wealthy people treat every raise as an opportunity to widen that gap, not shrink it back to zero. If you're the kind of person who actually wants to use this stuff instead of just nodding along, hit subscribe now. I'm breaking down one practical money habit like this every single week, and you don't want to miss the next one. All right, back to the list. This next one is the one that quietly separates people who build wealth from people who just look wealthy. Rule 5. Time over money. They spend money to buy back time instead of spending time to save money. Driving across town to save $4 on groceries. Spending an entire Saturday trying to fix something that a professional could handle in 20 minutes. Wealthy people generally avoid this trade. They know their hours are worth more doing the things that actually grow their income or their peace of mind, not chasing small savings that cost them hours they'll never get back. Rule 6. No debt on things that lose value. And this is the one that trips up even high earners. Debt itself isn't the enemy. Debt on things that lose value is. A financed jet ski, a maxed out credit card for a vacation, a car loan stretched to 7 years. That's debt working against you. A mortgage on a property that appreciates, or a loan to grow a business, that's debt working for you. The wealthy aren't debt-free. They're just extremely selective about which debt they're willing to carry. Rule 7. Multiple income streams, one simple life. Complicate the income, simplify the life. A lot of financially independent people have 3, 4, sometimes 5 sources of income. A job, investments, a side business, rental income. But their day-to-day spending stays boring and simple. It's the opposite of what most people do, which is keep one paycheck and build a complicated, expensive lifestyle around it. Rule 8. Track net worth, not just income. Income is a vanity metric. Net worth is the real scoreboard. You can make a great salary and still be broke if none of it sticks. Wealthy people track what they keep, assets minus debts, not just what shows up on a paycheck. It's a completely different way of measuring success, and it changes almost every decision underneath it. Rule 9. Delay wants, not growth. They delay gratification on wants, but never on things that compound. Skipping the new phone upgrade? Easy, yes. Skipping a course, a certification, a gym membership, or their health? Almost never. The rule isn't don't spend money. It's don't spend money on things that don't grow, and never hesitate on things that do. Rule 10. Say no to most things. Minimalism isn't about deprivation. It's about saying no to almost everything so you can say yes, fully, to the few things that actually matter. Fewer purchases, fewer decisions, fewer financial obligations. That's not restriction. That's what gives the wealthy the room to invest, to take risks, and to build something real. So that's it. 10 minimalist money rules the wealthy actually live by. None of them require a huge income. Most of them just require fewer decisions, made on purpose over and over again. Here's your homework. Pick just one of these rules, not all 10, and apply it this week. That's how this actually works, not by doing everything at once, but by doing one thing consistently. If this video gave you something useful, subscribe for more breakdowns like this every week, and let me know in the comments, which one of these 10 rules do you already break? See you in the next one.